Hey Scorpio, welcome. It's time for Love in the Full Moon. This is a general love reading for all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. For the energies of this full moon that happen to be in your moon. So yeah, this is your full moon, Scorpio. So it could be a little intense. I am feeling like you need to pay attention to your intuition, your dreams, messages, your higher self. I mean, really pay attention to it because I think this could be a very important time for you. Now, we are looking at a little bit of heartbreak here. See that Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, there could be a little bit of heartbreak going on in your world. But let's see what messages we have for the collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs are Scorpios in love for the energies of this full moon. All right, you ready? Let's see what's going on in your world. All right, your overall energy. Oh, well, you come out as the King of Cups. I think that's great. So, for the most part, I see you as a very kind, generous, somebody who, emotionally is very grounded, where people would, come to you for advice, for things that are going on. So that's a beautiful energy to have. You were crossed by the Hermit. So maybe you're dealing with someone, a Virgo. Maybe you're dealing with another Scorpio. But I think right now, a lot of you Scorpios are just in your own space, just holding space, so to speak. And keeping lying low. I also wonder whether or not there might be a Virgo who is wanting to make their presence known to you. Yeah, I have a feeling there's a Virgo who wants to make their presence known. It could be anyone. It could be a water sign because we do have the King of Cups. It could be another earth sign. But there's definitely somebody who I think if you haven't met them, you're going to meet them and you're going to really connect. Oh, so nice to have a nice reading. I think you walked away from somebody in the past. I think you left that person and you started to seek out new options because you were in a situation that wasn't healthy for you. You weren't happy, not happy at all. And it's like you went to go find your sunshine. And I think it was a rough journey. You know what I mean? Like to get where you are right now, where you're by yourself and you're holding your own space. I think it didn't come easy. And now, I think things are going to start to turn for you. Because I'm definitely feeling this real sense of peace about you. Like the worst is really over. And it's like there's like something new on the horizon. That's pretty exciting. All right, let's see. What don't you see coming towards you? Ooh, a tower. Wouldn't you know it, the calm before the storm. Well, they say it's not over until the fat lady sings. I think you need to stay grounded and stay focused and just not lose sight of how far you've come, regardless of what comes down, right? Because if you were trying to get away from a relationship or something of that nature, this person, they don't want it to be over. Or maybe it's you don't want it to be over. So, just, rise above it. Really, rise above it. I mean, because, it's time for you to move on and live life. You can't, because somebody in your past can't move on doesn't mean you shouldn't. Because I feel like, there's been a lot of conflict between the two of you. And I think in the back of your mind, you wonder, whether or not, oh my gosh, is it really over? Did I really, really make it to the top? Am I finally away? I mean, you might have been leaving a real abusive relationship or something of that nature. Whoever it is, you're dealing with somebody who's very persistent. But out comes flying, the moon card. So, don't be surprised if some conflict arises during this full moon. Yeah, the calm before the storm. Because somebody is not done with you. And I've gotten this before. Somebody is just not going to let this just end. You know, and you're really fine moving on. You're doing good. If anything, you know, there's somebody coming towards you, or, you know, you have your eye on them, or they have your eye on them. You know, but out comes the Empress reversed. So I feel like there's some real instability. And this is where this conflict comes. And I feel like it's coming from a female. And somebody who's pretty influential, or, you know, this is probably your person from the past. You know, and it's like they come in like a bolt of lightning. So just be ready for that. You know, because you want this cycle to end. You truly want this to end. You know, so yeah, they're going to come in. There's going to be a lot of communication. But it may be just what you need so that you really can move on. You know, so that you can maintain this peace that you have now found. You know, this wasn't an easy closure or ending for whatever relationship it was you were dealing with. And honestly, you really just want love. You just, you know, you would just, but right now that's not even at the top of your mind. Right now you just want to live. And then bang, this guy shows up and holy shit, the drama has begun all over again. Yeah, it's like you don't even want to put any more effort into this. You know, because in your mind, over is over. In their mind, it's just not. You know, there's still some confusion about all of this. And it could be, you know, there could be some game playing. And, you know, you might be involved. You know, sometimes you got to really look at yourself and see, gosh, am I, you know, playing into this at all? Or things of that nature. For now, I think you should just stay really closed. And just kind of, you know, stay in your own space. Again, hold that sense of peace that you've reached. You know, don't let somebody come in because they can't figure out how to move on. You know, that's really their problem. You're moving on, you're living life, you know, so they're going to have to deal with it. But people like that are difficult. Yeah, you are definitely moving on. It's like, you know, I just feel you like you're done, you shut the door, it's over. You know, maybe financially you were helping them or something like that. And, you know, even that I think should end. I think when you need to cut a cord with somebody, it needs to be complete. You know, you can't, you know, keep sending them, you know, $50 every month because you feel sorry for them. I mean, cut the cord. They'll figure it out. They really will. You know, it's like, you know, but, oh, you want to be nice. Yeah, but, you know, that $50 has a real thick thread that keeps the two of you connected. And that's the kind of thing you need to figure out, you know, what's holding you two together so that, you know, this person can't move on. Maybe you need to have one last conversation with this person. But I would be very careful, you know, because they're looking for an opening. Really follow your intuition. Again, your intuition is going to be really peaked at this time, you know, so you'll know if somebody's, you know, trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or, you know, this person who wants to come back like a bolt out of lightning, you know, their intentions, I think, are only to see where you are. You know what I mean? Like, to see, like where do you sit with me? You know, so, yeah, it's a bad idea, you know, to hook up with this person from your past, especially if you ended it. You know what I mean? Like, you ended it. You'd rather, you know, let's call it done and let's all live life again. Because your future's in front of you. You know, and I think, you know, you're looking towards what you want. And you don't want this relationship, you know, because it was ugly. Like, there was something really not right about it. You know, there was a lot of lies. There was ugly words. There was a lot of fighting. I think somebody was messing around because we did see that 3 of Swords at the very beginning. You know, things like that. All right, what else do you have to say to our Scorpios right now? Yeah, see, they're going to want to come back, offer some love, but, like, they're out of control. This person is, like, nuts. Nuts. I'm telling you, nuts. You know, hold out for what you really love. All right. All right, what else do we have for our Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? All right, yeah, so this is painful, this ending, and, you know, you're really confused about how to handle it. But I think you know, you don't want this. You don't want this relationship from the past. So what are you so confused about? You know, they're the ones that are having the confusion. You know, it's like this relationship, you knew it was never going to go anywhere. You knew it wasn't ever going to go anywhere. So, done is done, right, Scorpio? All right, anything else before I end this? Yeah, so I think, you know, if you haven't been working, you might be getting an offer. Yeah, like I say, I'm feeling like there's someone coming towards you, like, you know, there is a relationship coming. Maybe it's not somebody as exciting or dramatic or, you know, high maintenance as this last one, you know, but I think it's one that, you know, in the past you wouldn't normally look towards them, you know, like, oh, that's not my type. But I think you should give this person a chance, you know, especially if this person is somebody who, you know, has always been in the background. They might be like a friend of yours who like was there helping you through this traumatic relationship that you had. I mean, I'm just picking that up for someone out there. It could be anybody, but I think if an opportunity comes your way, you know, maybe you need to be open to a new possibility of love in your life. I am a little bothered by this King of Pentacles. All right, there is an offer, okay? There's something else. This was bothering me. I also feel like there is an offer that you may receive from somebody, okay? And I think, you know, there's a lot of red flags around it. So again, follow your intuition. Your intuition is really heightened. If somebody wants to get you involved in like a get-rich quick scheme, I don't know about that. You know, really follow your gut on that, because you're, you know, you just don't want to get fooled. All right. So anyway, that's what I've got for you, Scorpio. I'm going to end it here. I hope this resonated. If it did, great. If it didn't, that's okay. Take what works, leave what doesn't, and I'll see you at the next reading. Until then, thumbs up for me. Bye now.